What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, but this video will not disappoint. Alright, so we're going to jump in this about this new thing. Alright, recently DJI released the DJI Avata. Now this thing boasted for like amazing video quality, super long range for video transmission, and also just like a awesome little drone. But one thing that we were missing on our end, and I mean our end by that being customized drone guys like myself that like to tinker and build our own quads. We wanted this video quality in this drone. And as of right now, we didn't have that. But guess what? DJI has fixed that solution altogether. And they have came out with the DJI O3 Air unit. Now this paired with their new goggles, there's just no comparison. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Alright, so to start this off, I just want to start by unboxing the DJI O3 Air unit. I mean, obviously from DJI, their packaging is always on point and always super high quality. Let's go ahead and open this up and see what we have. Woo! I tell you, boy, they are making them prettier and prettier by the second. So, what we have here, we have our camera. And then we have the actual air unit. Oh, okay. And here's the plug for the air unit as well. What they did was they went from two different UFLs into one antenna, which is cool because on the last one there was dual antenna. Now on this one they have the single antenna. Let me get this paperwork. Let's get this back on the thing, and then we're going to see what this looks like in a quad, and we're going to talk about the specs. Actually, while we have it here, we'll talk about some of the specs. 6 miles. Okay, so let's just go over the specs, the important specs of the O3 DJI Air unit. I was boasting for 30 millisecond and 10 kilometers, which I believe is around 6 miles, digital video transmission. That means the latency is very low, and you are also going to be able to go super far in distance from yourself, which when I mean from yourself, from the goggles. This unit in your quad to the goggle, how far you can get from yourself, just for people that don't understand what that really means. Your transmission is going to be between the air unit and the goggles. So in later days, we've had a problem that we couldn't go very far from ourselves and keep a super high quality video. But now with DJI doing this 6 mile thing, they're boasting we can go 6 miles from ourselves and still keep that super high quality. It also does 1080p at 100 frames per second. So that's going to be what you're seeing in real time. You'll be able to see it 100 frames a second at 1080. Now it records at 4K 60 frames per second, which is recorded on the onboard. They have an onboard memory bank here that I believe does 24 gigs of footage can be stored on just this unit itself without an SD card or anything like that. It also has built-in Rocksteady so that you can, and I'll put that around here somewhere, or if not, it'll be later on in the video. You'll see the difference between Rocksteady and non-Rocksteady footage. It also has canvas mode built in, which means that we can now change our PIDs, change all different kind of things with our drone simply by looking into the goggles. That was something that we didn't have with the earlier models in the DJI units. And like I said before, I feel like DJI has really been listening to us and giving us what we want. We want super crystal video. We want to go super far from ourselves. And we want to be able to change our PIDs and tinker with our quads and the goggles without having to take them off and do it on some other type of system. So that's the air unit. Now you know the specs for the air unit. Now let's talk about the specs for the goggles. Now these are the new goggles from they're considered the Goggle 2. The actual V2 goggles that were previously released will also work with the new air unit. Okay, just so you guys know that. I have not tried that, but that is what they are saying, that they are compatible with the V2 goggle. Now, for the Goggle 2, this goggle is coming in weighing in at about 290 grams, which is super lightweight. I mean, they fit pretty dang good on my head. And for me, since I'm like super blind, I can adjust these diopters here, under here, and up in here to change my vision. Now, like I said, I'm pretty much blind without my glasses on. Like, I can't even see the camera right now. But if you can see, they have a lot of diopter changes here. Now, you can change these from 0 to -8. And I'm around a -6, and that's really bad. So if I can find my vision prescription pretty quickly in here, I'm sure that you won't have a problem at all. Also, we can do wireless streaming from this goggle directly through Wi-Fi to a TV or whatever else you would like to output to. Also, these are micro LEDs, micro OLED screens in each one of these, which, I mean, is amazing. I didn't realize how big of a difference it would make from the original ones to the new ones, but they did an amazing job on that. Trying to think what else. I mean, there's pretty much not... I mean, I really can't notice a lot of latency in general. So for me, I don't notice any latency between the new air unit and the new goggles. I haven't used the V2 goggles with the new air unit, so I can't really be 100% on what that is. But between these new goggles and the new air unit, latency is very, very, very low. Okay, now that we went over all the specs for the goggles and the new O3 air unit, just want to give you guys a quick visual of what it looks like in the drone. And I will take this off and let you guys see how it's wired up. But I pretty much installed this the exact same way that I installed my original air unit and the original DJI setup. So I haven't had any problems with any type of like overheating or anything like that. So I'd say that this is a good way to install it. I will also post some images of how DJI recommends you install it to cut down on IMU resonance and also overheating. But again, I installed it the same way that I usually have on all my other air units. And I would say that this fits a lot better than the rest of them. But I haven't had a problem with any resonance or overheating at all. Look at that. That thing looks amazing, guys. That thing looks amazing. So, now, this is the point that everybody wants to see. This is what really matters. And we're going to see if DJI actually hit the nail on the head with this one. But I'm going to show you guys some footage. And I'm going to run this footage side by side. One will be rock steady. One will be unstabilized. So, I want you guys just to see the quality. As you see, though, this camera is so wide. The field of view, I think, on these things are 155. Which is crazy wide, but if you can see, my camera plates kind of sit on both sides and the camera sits in between, so you will see a black shadow on each side of the image. And I just want you guys to know that that's not just the camera, that's just the combination of camera and camera case that I have right now. I will say that, I mean, let's just watch the footage. Alright guys, I messed up a little bit. I didn't press the settings right in my goggles or wherever I didn't press it right, and I couldn't get the stabilized footage going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a part 2 that's going to include the stabilized footage as well as an in-depth build on how to install and layout of the O3 air unit. Now I just want to say that I'm absolutely blown away by this system. I've flown it for a couple weeks now and no breakup whatsoever at the distances that I fly. I have not gotten to a 6-mile range yet at all because that's not what I fly, so it's hard for me to just go out and find some place to fly 6 miles at. But hands down, this is the best performing system on the market. And to put that into context, yes, DJI did send this unit, the air unit, and the goggles to me. Now, they didn't tell me what to say. They didn't give me any expectations of what I was going to be receiving or how it was supposed to perform or anything like that. So this is just based off my personal feelings and my personal experience with the system. If you know me, if you've been in this channel for a couple years now, maybe, that I base my things off the best performance. I don't care who makes it, how it's made, any of that right there. I want the superior product. And as of right now, DJI, hands down, this is the best performing product that I have seen. Any downfalls? Haven't seen any yet. All the pluses, footage looks good, DVR is amazing, and it's not even DVR anymore. This is flight footage. This is postable to YouTube, pretty much. You know what I mean? I can't wait for you guys to see the stabilized version of it. And like I said, in part 2, we will cover all of that. And this stuff is available right now, guys. So go ahead and check out the links below. Click them. I'm not making any money off the links. So click them if you want to click them. Don't click them if you don't want to click them. But if you're looking for an FPV system and you want to be at the top tier of what is FPV right now for visuals, DJI. This stuff right here, guys. This is it. Seriously, I've tried it all. This. So check it out. Thank you guys for watching. Come back for part 2, and we are out.